Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you for everybody for coming in so early. I appreciate everybody coming in. We have got an action-packed weekend coming up next week when we celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Tuber Chat. Since we started live streaming last year on April 30th, we did a test stream. That was our first official run at Tuber Chat, and it's been a short year, right? You know, time flies. And then a few days later, we will be joined by my YouTube BFF, Fern's Junk Closet, for a recap of our year as we get into episode number 200. And for those of you who haven't already seen episode 100, you'll get an idea of, if you watch that, about what kind of a different live stream it will be. It will likely be a 2-hour conversation about all things YouTube to give you some real behind the scenes tips and tricks for your channels and your videos. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. If anybody in the house wants to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that as well. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and it really does help. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Sparkle's Hope Chest, and we feature a different channel every single day based on generosity and impact that we see within the community. Sparkle's Hope Chest not only has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to both Tuber Chat and many of our family members here, but I see her out supporting others very much as well, and for that reason she's been featured today. Most of you who've been here several times over the last couple of months will recognize Sparkle's Hope Chest, and I hope you'll connect with her if you haven't already. She's got 241 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit farther, towards maybe even 250, and she'll be halfway on the road to the 300 that we know she must be thinking about. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello, thank you for coming in. JetLife777, I saw you walk in a second ago as well. I'll do some introductions in a quick second here. Corinne's Life is in the house. My love, Kristen Walton is here. They are both here as members and moderators. And let's see who else is in the chat with us. Pardon me for 1 second here. Hopefully my voice is going to be much better than it has been lately. And for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Angie the Paranormal Witch is in the house. I know she's got some new material for everybody when they get over to her channel. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Ducking Ent channel, good to see you back in the house. Fanatic Guide, it's always great to have you, and thank you for the positivity in the chat. Greenwell Fishing, glad you could make it. James Gipe has another live stream where you're able to meet friends and family members the same way that you do here in Tuber Chat. Even if you haven't been over to James Gipe yet, you've probably heard of him. He is just doing spectacularly. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. If you haven't already, JD Knight 7, it's always good to see you in the house. Jewel in the Kitchen, thank you for coming in. Kitty Mom Adventures, good to see you here as well. Antoinette at Fun, it's always good to have you in the chat also. That's a recently featured channel from Tuber Chat. Mama Glow Up is in the house. Mark McEwen is our featured channel for tomorrow. a loyal and dedicated supporter, and for that reason will be featured. Mr. Minister of Music, Terrence Trower, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Radical Productions, always good to have you here. Red Hot Reactions, it's good to see you. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, I got you right onto the wheel today. And Scratch and PPA, one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, is in the house as our dedicated moderator. And Michael's Adventures cannot be with us very often on Fridays and Mondays, but he always sends his regards and wishes the best for everybody in the chat. Shares Makeup and More, I think this is your first time with Tuber Chat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Spotless Calm, it's good to see you in the house. I was in a live stream with them earlier today. The How-To Lady always spreads positivity through the chat. Thank you for coming in. Willow's Creations, it's always good to see you. Thrill Seeks is here and already on the wheel. And Yaw Animation, it's good to see you here as well. Hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Pardon me just for a very quick second. Okay, pardon me. When I do my introductions like that, I go out of the chat. Not that it matters, but I'll just show you. Jack Dawson, thank you for the super chat. Forgive me, I'll get back to that in a second. So I keep a window like this in the on the side, but what I do when I do my introductions is I head over to the participants list here and I read like this, so I'm not following the chat. But please, everybody, I want to keep the chat positive at all times, and I certainly never want to be speaking badly about other channels that come in, and I never want anybody to speak badly about other channels. We're always respectful of everybody here. Not to mention, you know, I haven't seen a channel in here yet. There are a couple that are brand new, but everybody else that I've talked about is a friend of Tuber Chat and somebody who has been generous and loyal and dedicated as a supporter. So I just want to keep that in mind. Robert Macanasia, good to see you here. Jack Dawson, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Forgive me for not catching it right at the second that it happened. For that reason, we'll look at your channel right before we start spinning the wheel today. Robin's Closet, good to see you here. I feel like I recognize your channel, although this might be your first time in Tuber Chat. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. And yeah, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat or anything that anybody meant for me to see. Health, Humor, and Motivation, hopefully I welcomed you. I saw you earlier. Ungay Miller, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Getting close to 2K. Hopefully we'll get you a little bit farther. And hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Yeah, sure, Makeup and More, very cool. If anybody is brand new to Tuber Chat, Yaw Animation, and a couple of other channels that are here for the first time, just please read our video description. Anybody in the house is willing, welcome to swap playlists with each other. You can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and if other creators see you say that, they should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that yourself and you're willing, please reach out to them. If anybody needs me to talk about what on earth I mean when I'm talking about swapping playlists, it's a great way to collaborate with another creator and get a friendship started and trade favors. So I will be happy to go over that if anybody needs, and otherwise we'll just keep moving on quickly. And pardon me for that. I've switched up my audio today. We're using a different microphone and this and that, so hopefully we're doing okay. Scratch and Pete says that everything is as it should be. So, Sparkle's Hope Chest, again, with 241 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards 250 and get them closer on the road towards 300. Team Goodman, good to see you here. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate it. Casey the Stylist, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. So let me get Jack Dawson up here. Angie the Paranormal Witch, it's okay for right now, but be careful about too many emojis, because a lot of times what will happen is when you're in other live streams that are similar to Tuber Chat, moderators and users will ban you or time you out or block your messages and stuff like that. When you use too many emojis, usually more than 2 or 3 in a chat like this, a lot of times people do not want anybody to do that. It's not such a big deal here, but because I know that that's the general consensus around, we kind of follow along with that, because I want you to have an easier time when you're out in other live streams like this. Tuber Chat tends to be pretty strict, but what that means is that when you go to other live streams, because I can't stream 24 hours a day every day, then I want you to grow your channel when you go to other channels like James Gype, for instance, who's been in here, or our other friends like Vern's Junk Closet, Happy Luxor, Melda, and Amra. And there's lots of others. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, good to see you here. Trissa, it's good to have you in the house as well. And other than that, it looks like we're doing okay. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. Thrill Seeks, yeah, I'm still wearing a cap, so hopefully everybody likes the new glasses. I've been waiting for that for a long time. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better with the chat now. I left my razor at work this week. I couldn't shave for today, so I'll have to clean up for tomorrow. So you're seeing me at my worst for today, and there's no haircuts allowed in my area of Ontario, Canada. We're under the heaviest restrictions we can be, so it will be a little while, another couple of months maybe, before I can get a haircut. So the hat stays. I'm getting more value out of this baseball cap than I have any other one in my life. So this is Jack Dawson. This is a dear friend of Tuber Chat. As you can see, I was just hanging out with them yesterday again in another live stream. Miss Beauty K Kitchen, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Jack Dawson is an excellent commentator. What he does on his channel is plays a variety of different video games, usually a different one in every live stream. I think he's got a schedule every week. And what happens is he commentates what's happening in the gameplay while he plays for anybody in the chat, and then keeps up with the conversation as well. So it's really interesting to see, and I know you'll have a good time hanging out with him if you're able to get in there. Love, support, and respect is key. Absolutely, yes, that is the truth. Jack Dawson. Oh, Fiona Plays, I'm just going to knock that message out, and then I'll ask the moderators just to watch that, just in case that's... I thought I might recognize that channel, but I guess not. So that's okay. Sean the Great Gamer, good to see you in the house. And then, yeah, Corinne's life is going back into lockdowns. Interesting. Kira Walton, my BFF forever's in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Declan Fans 2020 official, good to see you here. And they've always got some great news for us in the chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jack Dawson. I just want you to see, when I look for this channel, I search for Jack Dawson MLB The Show, and that helps me find this channel. You could probably type in Call of Duty Black Ops or Crash Bandicoot or Assassin's Creed or any of the other video games that he plays on his channel. And what that does is it helps the search results a little bit for somebody with such a popular name. Let's spin the wheel, see who's coming up next, and thank you one more time, Jack Dawson, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. You've knocked a bit of life off of our stream boss again. Thank you, Declan Fans 2020 official, Kitty Mom Adventures. Yeah, Sting, the singer Sting, is what Jack Dawson reminds you of. Could that be right? We're going to look at Dead Soul Girl right now. This happens to be a gold member, so she gets the guaranteed feature that the silver and gold members get with those slides that we see at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and her link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we will soon see. And then on this channel, she does a lot of variety. So she does some gameplay videos and some live streaming. She makes music and a lot of different things. So hopefully you'll have a good time hanging out with her. With 207 subscribers, We want to push her a little bit farther over 210 and get her rolling towards the 300 we know she's soon going to be thinking about. And when I talk about the idea of swapping playlists, for anybody that's willing to do that, I know Jack Dawson will be. That's the channel we just looked at. There are a lot of creators in the chat that will be willing to do that. It's a very simple arrangement, and what it means is that you're going to run a playlist of videos for another creator, and they're going to run a playlist for you. You're not obligated to sit and watch every single second of every video or comment or like. You can do it when you sleep, when you eat, when you work, when you go out on another device, or in another window on a computer if you can. But what happens is, you can imagine if you get a lot of different creators running a playlist of your videos, you are really going to see your hours start to stack up. So that really helps. But there's two other big benefits, and it's the reason why I push it so hard here on Tuber Chat, is because you are trading favors with another creator. And that's a great way to get a friendship started. This is where the strong and solid foundation for our channels come from. When you find friends that are excited when you come out with new content, that are really interested in your success and want to push you and support you. And we're talking over the long term, not just the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually maybe even years. And that, yeah, if you're doing it, you would probably do it when you're sleeping. I run a lot of playlists for a lot of creators all the time. I've swapped like with anybody. Anybody can swap with me if you want. You can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, of course, and I'm happy to do it as well. Especially if you haven't done it before and you're still wondering what I'm talking about, I'll be happy to do it with you just to get you up to speed, and then you will start to watch your hours really move. There's another benefit to that, and what it is that you, when somebody is running an entire playlist of your videos, they're essentially running every second of every video within that playlist, and that can really bump your averages up very, slightly. But if you do this with a lot of different creators, it can really help. And so that's another benefit. So I spun the wheel. We're going to look at Corinne's life right now. And then I noticed that Casey the Stylist has given us a little bit of action in the chat there. Thank you so much for a super sticker. Thumbs up to you too. Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. So what I will do is put Casey the Stylist channel up next before we spin the wheel again. Right now we're looking at Corinne's life. She's in the chat both as a member and a moderator with us always. She has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter of Tuber Chat for a long, long time. And I should mention, if there's anybody in the chat that's watching that can't chat, first of all, please just read our video description, because it describes that there's glitches going on. We know that the Google moderator team robot is back out, and up to no good in everybody's chat this weekend. So hopefully we're not having too many glitches or problems, but you can always reach out to me as well on Instagram or to any of the moderators and let them know you're having trouble coming in, and we will get that fixed. We can add you into our approved users list if there's anybody having that trouble. There's no reason to think so. It's just something that happens. 345 Berries in the house. That's another channel that's going to be featured this Sunday. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. Corinne's life is a generous creator, so she's willing to swap playlists. She's fully monetized here. She's got memberships on, so there's lots of ways to support her when you get to this channel. She's always with us as a member and a moderator, and then as well, she allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. As well, she has the featured channels collaborations going on here. And I love to talk about this because there's another way you can trade favors with another creator. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. So we're going to get Casey the Stylist. And thank you one more time for that super chat. Be Amazing Sylvia has just walked in. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. And I did see another channel come in. Chel's Lorraine's Life. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that I missed, just please be patient with me. Mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, and hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier. Be Amazing Sylvia, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. And then Casey the Stylist has 360 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can get this creator a little bit farther, get her maybe to 365 or even 370. She's getting close to 400. It's definitely in sight, and I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther that way. Willow's Creations, I hope I welcomed you. I saw you in here earlier. Walk in the Spirit Zone, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It's been a little while, but it's good to have you in the house. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. As we work our way through the names on the wheel, I will start adding some more names from our chat. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, please do. I will appreciate it greatly. And if you have the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, then I will appreciate that as well. Casey the Stylist, thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Typical Gaming's in the house. Good to see you here. That's a creator with a supportive girlfriend. I got a comment that's after I shared one of your videos, and she said, "Thank you so much for sharing my boyfriend." It was a very sweet thing to see. Very cool. I don't know how to pronounce your name here. Oh, Fear version 2, Fear V2. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And do you mind reminding me, Typical Gaming, or you mean your girlfriend's there with you, or you mean she's in the chat? I think you mean she's there with you. Am I right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I can't remember for the life of me what the name of her channel was. I'd remember if I was looking at the comments. Pardon me just for a quick second, and I will be right back, and we will spin the wheel. And, okay, pardon me for that. Let's spin the wheel. Let's get moving. Greenwell Fishing is willing to swap playlists. Yes, Typical Gaming. Understood. Very cool. Two Pineapples is coming up right now. They were here very, very early. This is an extremely supportive creator. They were with me earlier on my personal channel. I went out and did a live stream outdoors today. And, you know, they're with me all the time. Oh, so look at this. Okay, yes. This is what I talk about all the time when we look at this channel. So first of all, they're very loyal and dedicated supporters. But secondly, they're fully monetized now. Tuber Chat is a member of this channel because they've been so supportive. But they also share information from things that they do on their channel and the things that they learn. I talk to them offline about once a week. And we share lots of information. For that reason, they've been previously featured, of course. But they've got interesting stuff going on in their channel. TWTTV, thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Andy AceFlaw1, good to see you in the house. Tiffany Wears T-shirts, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I was just hiding for a second there. Shutterbug Infinity, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Curtains 2021 V2. It's cool that you've got a couple of channels. Anybody who does have a couple of channels is welcome to come into Tuber Chat. The only thing, with both of them, the only thing that I ever ask is that you please treat them both independently. So, We always want to be connecting with each other genuinely here, which means you visit a channel, watch a full video, leave a meaningful comment, give a thumbs up, and turn the bell on. But it has to be done for all individual channels. We don't want to do things like say, hey, I've got 2 channels, come get me on both, or anything like that, just because we want to keep everything fair between all creators, and more importantly, genuine, so that YouTube doesn't play games with our subscriber numbers very much. But other than that, hopefully you're feeling welcome. It's very cool that you've got 2 channels. I'm looking forward to seeing both of them. And then, so as I was saying with 2 pineapples here, they've got a lot of interesting things going on here. They've got 2... Oh, you just changed your name. Okay, that's interesting. 2 Pineapples has got 2 24-hour live streams going on right now. And they often do. So you've got a lot to see. If you're ever in the middle of live streams and premieres and things like that, and you're looking for something to watch, 2 Pineapples is always running. As well, sometimes they live stream outside in, they live stream outside, like meaning outdoors on location, and then as well they do a great job of posting videos. They live in Hawaii, so they have a gorgeous area and lots of incredible content for everybody to see. And then yeah, a little bit of self-promotion, like we want to avoid it, but it's okay for like what that is. That's somebody that's brand new, so it's okay. I don't mind guiding them along a little bit. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody is otherwise doing okay. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. Let's spin the wheel and see who's coming up next. We're going to look at Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo. These are a couple of dynamic creators that are finding some success on TikTok and Instagram with Reels. And here on YouTube, they've got a separate channel for shorts now. They're already approaching 3,000 subscribers. They're just doing spectacularly, right? They've been with Tuber Chat for, you know, most of the last year. We're coming up on a year now, and they've been here most of the time. Previously featured, of course. Here's their second channel for their shorts. They're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them when you get over to their channel. And hopefully everybody will. We want to push them a little bit farther towards the 2,800 that they're thinking about, and they will have 3K on the horizon, which is very, very cool. They've been with Tuber Chat for a long time. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that very much. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that also. Next weekend, we have an action-packed weekend. So on Friday is the 1-year anniversary of Tuber Chat. We literally started streaming. We did a test stream last April 30th. And then on Monday of next week, May the 3rd, is episode number 200. And I will be joined once again by Vern's Junk Closet for a very different type of live stream here, where we will have a 2-hour conversation about, you know, deep diving into YouTube analytics and tips and tricks for everybody to improve both your videos and your channel. So hopefully everybody will look forward to that. They're already up and scheduled, so you can get those reminders set. Other than that, hopefully you're already subscribed to Tuber Chat and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss them. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change every week so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's spin the wheel and see who is coming up next. So, House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up. This is a joint business channel between Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, and It's Me, Wonston, Yes Honey. These are a couple of creators who have been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. I've probably been connected to them for about 1.5 years now. And as well, they were the first, 2 of the first creators to ever come into a Tuber Chat live stream. I think actually It's Me, Wonston, Yes Honey was the first. Artfully Blind with Diana, good to see you in the house. Let me get you onto the wheel. Oh, Stacy and the D's, good to see you back in the house as well. Hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, hopefully you will. Yeah, Sean the Great Gamer, it adds a little bit of suspense to know who's going to be next on the wheel. We're getting through a few names here, so as we get a little bit farther, and when we need it, I'll look over at the chat and I will start adding names from there as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. House of X Entertainment Inc. are extremely loyal, dedicated supporters, and they have a community of loyal and dedicated supporters surrounding them as well. You'll see a lot of familiar faces here on their featured channels section, and they do a lot of interviews as well to introduce you to more creators, and you know, they do a lot of variety here on House of X Entertainment Inc. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. 420 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. We'd love to see them at 430 or so. A little bit closer on the road to the 500 we know they're thinking about. We'll spin one more time. See who's coming up now. It's going to be Kristen Welton. This is my love. She's always here in the chat as a member and a moderator. And we'll see what she's got going on for her channel today. She's doing a better job than I am at keeping up with content and posting regularly. She's also had some success with shorts. She's got a lot of variety on her channel. She does the featured channels collaboration. She's willing to swap playlists, even though she's fully monetized here. And she's got her membership set up, so there's lots of ways to support her when you get over there as well. Where's her uploads? Popular upload she's got, and then you'll see like she posts about every week, so another short actually, and then you know, just about every week she's posting something as a minimum, which is great. And where did our, oh yes, Kimmy's Boxes, that is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat, so thank you for coming in. Good to see you here. I'm glad that you made it. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel, if that's what you would like. Kristen Welton has 1,280 subscribers or thereabouts. We'd love to push her a little bit farther, maybe to 1,290, get her close to the 1,300 she's thinking about. We're going to look at Kitty Mom Adventures now. Kitty Mom Adventures comes to us from Froggy Went to Knitting. And now this community has started to turn into many new family members for Tuber Chat and all of us here. Emotion, good to see you in the house. They've got a premiere coming up at the end of Tuber Chat today. In about an hour and a half, we will go and raid Emotion. That is a music channel, so their premiere will likely be something everybody can enjoy. So we'll look forward to that. I've got you on the wheel now. Kitty Mom Adventures did an interview with myself a few weeks ago, and that turned into a 4-hour conversation about YouTube and tips and tricks and things that we've experienced. And we talked to a few other creators, including Froggy Went to Knitting over there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Kitty Mom Adventures if you haven't already. She's an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter. And when you start to see some of these channels together, and what I'm talking about is Froggy Went to Knitting, Sparkle's Hope Chest, Kitty Mom Adventures, they have an extremely loyal and dedicated community between them all and around each of their channels. So I recommend connecting with them because you find some great people over there that are extremely supportive. 345 Barry, sorry, you're asking me how did it go? Let me see what you are. Oh, how did it go? The conversation? Is that what you're asking about? That I said when I was in the interview with Kitty Mom Adventures? That went well. We were joined by Mr. Naz TV. We were joined by, is it Be Yourself with Miss Jane? Forgive me if I'm getting the name slightly wrong, but we had another couple of creators come up and talk, and that, you know, these kind of things always seem to go well. Yaw Animation, hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members, and for anybody that's brand new here in Tuber Chat, hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members today. Thrill Seeks is extremely supportive. They're also supporting us on our new copyright-free music channel, which the link is dropped by Stream Elements every once in a while in the chat. We're making all of the music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat available for everybody to use as copyright-free music, and there are new songs being added a new song is being added every week. So the collection will grow, and we'll see what happens with that channel. This is Jewel in the Kitchen. So she's an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter, a generous supporter of Tuber Chat, of course. And we look at this channel often because she's here with us in the chat almost every single day. Hopefully everybody will connect with her. She's also a very generous creator, and she's obviously got a lot of delicious looking content on her channel. I'm just looking at what we got going on here. See, she allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat as well. She tends to do some long live streams. So she's got some variety on her channel, even though, for the most part, she does cooking. Simple Mimi, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has been on the same number all this week. Yeah, interesting. I didn't look at my numbers to know. I got to go look at the analytics. Well, it's odd, you know, we think about, I don't know what everybody does when you get up and you think about your YouTube channel every day. I hope you read your analytics regularly. You may not like jump in and get right onto the analytics the way I tend to do, but the subscriber number is something that I tend not to be too worried about. And perhaps that's because, you know, you've heard me say this before if you've been in Tuber Chat very much or seen me out in other people's panels and stuff, but I will often say I decided not to quit before I started, which is the truth. So I run a few channels for other people, and that's how I started on YouTube before I started Tuber Chat, my own channel. And what happened was I already knew what Tuber Chat was going to be before it started. Now, you never know how a channel is going to do or if it's going to be successful or anything like that until you try. But I don't worry about the subscriber numbers so much because I'm staying anyway. It doesn't matter what happens with the subscribers this week. I mean, Tuber Chat always grows, but you get what I'm saying, I'm sure. And hopefully the same is for you. Hopefully you've already decided to be here next year and the year after that, and hopefully the year after that and beyond, regardless of how things go. And that way you don't have to worry about it so much. Not that it matters. You know, I'm just glad that a lot of people are reading their analytics at all, because it's very, very important. You learn a lot about your channel and a lot about what you can do from that. Shemblem TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel in here. Mum Joy, thank you for coming in. I've got you on the wheel. And it's going to be JetLife777 right now. So we're getting close to the point where I'm going to start to need some names from our chat. So we'll get to that shortly. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So JetLife777, when I talk about this channel, I've mentioned that, you know, people were drawn to it as soon as they came into the Tuber Chat community many months ago. For that reason, they were featured not too long after coming into Tuber Chat for the first time. But since then, and especially lately, I've seen them out supporting other creators. So hopefully everybody's doing all they can to support each other. But when you're out in other live streams or watching other videos or in premieres and things like that, often you'll see, you know, some very loyal and dedicated supporters there that you recognize, and I often see JetLife777 supporting others. So it's always cool when you run into a friend in another live stream or a premiere and, you know, things like that. It's kind of comical when you go to comment on a video and somebody's already been there that you know and stuff like that. So with 484 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push JetLife777 a little bit farther, maybe to 490, and they will have that 500 on the horizon. They will be halfway to 1K anytime now. Winners happen. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to move a little bit faster with channels now so that we can get more onto the screen. We're going to look at Be Amazing Sylvia, who recently celebrated a birthday. She is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, not just here in Tuber Chat, but in Tuber Chat, of course, as well. Hopefully everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. She's fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support this channel when you get there. But the Amazing Sylvia is part of the Drop the Link Day crew. They've got, I forget if it's 5, 6, or 7 creators that get together, and each day they do a live stream where you're able to connect with people in a similar way to what we do here in Tuber Chat. They call it Drop the Link Day, and she's part of that crew. They've been doing it for a while, but the Amazing Sylvia always allows people to connect streams. Oh, it might be okay. My whole computer froze for a second there. Maybe it was just the RAM cleaning itself out, hopefully. Let's just double check and make sure. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get to our next channel. The Amazing Sylvia has 2,890. She's getting very, very, very close to 2,900 subscribers. So she only needs a few today. Hopefully we'll push her a little bit farther. And a little bit closer. Artfully Blind with Diana is coming up right now, and Cash Plays, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Fanatic Guide, my computer seemed to freeze for a second. My mouse was stuck and everything else, but we're probably okay. I have a program up here. You know, I'm using a Mac, but I've got this program. What it does is it clears out your RAM, similar to what a lot of people do on their Android devices and stuff like that. But yeah, it should be okay. And I didn't plug in my phone to the computer for the backup internet. I'll do it during the break. In about 15 minutes from now, we'll take a break, and during that time, I'll get the backup internet plugged in. Moss 6510 Models, thank you for coming in. Yo to you too. Good to see you here. I ended up swapping mics back to my Razer Kaio, which is the one I was using a couple weeks ago, and hopefully our grinding sound is gone, but our volume should be okay. I found that Streamlabs OBS has a gain feature that lets you pump up a microphone if it's not quite loud enough, even when you max the volume out. So hopefully everything sounds okay. I've heard so far that we're good. And it's good to see most 6510 Models in the house. They were previously featured just recently, actually. Spotless Com was here. A lot of people tend to come in and out of the chat. And Cash Plays, yo to you too. Hopefully you're doing okay. Radical Productions is still in the house. Meeting friends and family members. They are doing just spectacularly with thousands of subscribers and rapid growth. Let's look at Mumjoy right now, and I'm going to start adding some names to the wheel from the chat. And let's see what Mumjoy has got going on for us right now. We'll put our moderators onto the wheel after the break, but I'll get some names from the chat right now. So Mumjoy, we don't know how many subscribers she has right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push her towards the next milestone that she's looking towards. We all know what it's like to hit a different milestone or to be looking forward to milestones of different sizes. Doesn't matter whether you're working on your first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or beyond. Nini Hodges, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Wolf Spirit Productions, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you in the chat. And I'm going to look over at my list and get this thing ready so that we can start getting some names to fill the wheel back up. And Willow's Creations, let's see what you've got going on. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs and the How To Lady. And we'll continue on shortly. And our featured channel for today is Sparkle's Hope Chest, so if anybody hasn't already connected with her, I hope that you will. We feature a different channel every single day on Tuber Chat across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. And what that is for is so that even when we're not live streaming, you have over 150 opportunities now to meet generous, loyal subscribers. Let me type in King Vapes Gaming. King Vapes Gaming was the name of this channel, Typical Gaming. They recently changed it. So after a couple of weeks, hopefully they'll climb a little bit better up the search results and they'll come up right away again. And Yaw Animation, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members for your channel. One of the things I should recommend to anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, or if you haven't been here very often yet, the best success is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them, coming back, and then they will do the same for you. Classy Cookery, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. So, the way that is done most effectively is by starting a conversation with somebody, because so many channels are coming in and out of the chat. During Tuber Chat, a lot of people are on phones, so they're going out to watch a video on another channel. They could be gone for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, even longer, and then they come back in. So you want to start a conversation to make sure somebody knows you're about to connect with them and this and that. And we believe wholeheartedly here in this community in giving much more than we expect to receive. So the idea is you support first, then let somebody know you've done that. They'll turn around and do the same thing for you. So hopefully everybody will do that for Typical Gaming. With 1,630 or so subscribers, we'd love to push this channel a little bit farther, get them rolling towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. And let us spin and see who's going to be the next channel coming up. Now that we're moving a little bit faster, we'll get some more channels up. I'll get back to the list and the chat and get some more channels for our wheel. We're going to look at Willow's Creations. Now this is another creator that I have run into many times in many other channels supporting others. So this is a loyal and dedicated supporter, certainly. Not to mention, they just crossed 400 subscribers. So they've got 401 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. 345 berries on a tablet. I forget about that. We've got a couple of creators on tablets. I forget if Sims Vlogs Trains and More might be. There's, yeah, there, you know, tablets are similar to phones, but obviously a bit of a different thing, kind of a cross between a computer and a phone. So it can be interesting, the different ways that people have to connect, right? We're always doing the same thing. We're visiting a channel, watching a full video of at least 3 minutes long. It's very important to watch the full video. Leaving a meaningful, genuine comment. Nothing like nice one or great vid or, you know, friend from Tuber Chat or any of the stuff that can end up in spam. You want to leave a comment that's related to the content of the video. You give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators, because we have to be doing everything we can to support each other while we're connecting so that YouTube doesn't play games with our subscriber numbers too heavily. Oh, Nini Hodges. After what I'll explain the wheel and screen in a second. Team Goodman is just saying that they've been noting down paper who's been visiting. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so the best success is found in supporting others first. And you don't want to wait too long to connect. I know there's a new vibe out there where people are saying, I'll connect to you tomorrow and this and that. I don't recommend that, because a lot of people are losing subscribers like within 24 hours of being to a stream like Tuber Chat or similar. So we don't want to do that. You want to connect with people right away where possible. But it is a good idea to keep track of everybody, because if YouTube does take away a few subscribers in the next couple of days, you'll be able to somewhat figure out who that was and fix that. So Nini Hodges, forgive me, you were asking how to get on the screen. What happens is I have a robot here called Bottissimo, and you've seen it in the chat leaving messages, but it also does a great job of keeping track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just how long you're here, it's also how much you're interacting with everybody. It keeps track, and then when I need names for the wheel, like I will in another moment here, I go over to the list and I start adding people on in order. Oh, there you go. Okay, Sam's Vlogs Trains More is on a tablet and iPhone 11, same as me. Greenwell Fishing is interested in swapping playlists. Very cool. And Thrill Seeks is still in the house and still on the wheel. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Hopefully everybody will connect with Willow's Creations. Like I said, I run into them frequently supporting other creators. Hopefully everybody will support them as well. We're going to look at just Vlogging Life. This happens to be another gold member. They were our first gold member, as a matter of fact, and have been since. And they are an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter, but generous very much, as well, as we've seen for anybody that's been to Tuber Chat many times and run into just Vlogging Life. You know that. They got 529 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. And thank you, Robert McInasia, yes, for reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. It really does help the stream. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and like I said, it really does help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there supporting each other, because like I said, it really does help. And other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay. Nini Hodges films on a phone. Yeah, very cool. Thank goodness all of us, most of us here in the chat will probably have phones that we can film on. They're better than any camera that came out 5 or 10 years ago. So everybody will likely be doing very well with their content. 345 berries on a Samsung Galaxy Tab, and sometimes use a large KD4 phone. Okay, I don't know what phone that is, but that's okay. Yeah, lots of different devices. That's something to think about. Your analytics will tell you in your own channel in YouTube Studio how many people they predict. I don't know if it's accurate, but they predict are on a phone or a computer or tablets or televisions. Sometimes we forget people watch YouTube on televisions. And I do a little bit of that every week. I watch about 3 hours of YouTube on television, and it's a different experience there too. Let's spin, and we'll get one more channel up. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel right now. Samsung Galaxy Note 10, and which is a 5G phone, and a Windows laptop Wolf Spirit Productions uses. Very cool. I'm lucky that I work on a computer most of the time, so I'm able to keep a little window going the same way that you see my wheel window is how I watch YouTube. So I'll work in the big side of the screen, and then I will keep a YouTube window running most of the time. That's how I'm able to get into so many live streams and premieres and things like that. If you ever get into Reddit, we have a subreddit where anybody can post their YouTube videos, and you'll see how much I end up in different people's live streams and premieres, because I pretty much always share. I'd like to say always, but I'm sure everybody forgets, something at some point. But I try to share for everybody in Reddit when I'm in there. And then thank you, Wolf Spirit Productions. And Yvonne Forney's Kitchen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs has 154 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. This is another loyal and dedicated supporter. This is somebody who was recently featured here on Tuber Chat. And we feature a different channel every single day based on generosity and impact that I see within the community, so that you can meet generous and loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. 345 Barry is coming up. That channel is actually going to be featured on Sunday. Mark McEwen is our featured channel for tomorrow. Sparkle's Hope Chest is our featured channel for today. Radical Productions is coming up. Team Goodman hopefully is still with us here in the chat. And thank you so much, Mo6510 Models. Yes, hopefully everybody will continue to grow. Let me get Team Goodman there. Health, Humor, and Motivation. And the How-To Lady is already on the wheel. Oh, and Yaw Animation actually will be a new connection for Tuber Chat. But let's get you onto the wheel, and then I will get some more names coming up soon. Let's spin. Purple Tube, good to see you here. Dust and light reflection, not orbs? Maybe. We'll have to head over to that channel to find out. 4 months ago on November 30th. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. It's crazy how time flies. I'm going to mention it many times over the rest of this weekend, but next week we've got an action-packed weekend because we've got Friday is the 1-year anniversary of Tuber Chat. We started streaming last year on April 30th. And then a couple of days later is going to be episode number 200. And I will be joined by Fern's Junk Closet for a very special and different type of live stream, like we did on episode 100. And we'll see where we've come in the last 6 months. And Triss is still in the house. Hopefully everybody otherwise is doing okay. And health, humor, motivation. So we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different sizes, whether you're working on your first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. So we just want to push each other as much as we can. Health, humor, and motivation only recently found Tuber Chat, but has been back again and again. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I'm going to spin the wheel again in one more moment. We'll look at one more channel before I take a break for a couple of minutes, and then we will be back and we will start getting through a lot more channels. We've still got an hour to go, and then we will be visiting Emotion for a premiere, which we will raid. So, let's spin and see what is happening. Thrill Seeks. I'd have to go back and figure out when Thrill Seeks was featured on Tuber Chat as well. They're here with us every day, or almost every day. Thrill Seeks, 905 subscribers, so they are officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. You know that Thrill Seeks, if you've been here before, you know that they're a loyal and dedicated supporter. Thank you, Yvonne Fournier's Kitchen, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'll put your channel up next before we go into our short break. Thrill Seeks has a lot of outdoor content, right? And I talk about this all the time, but even if you are not the kind of person who enjoys going on, you know, big fast roller coasters and things like that, I think everybody enjoys watching people have fun and having fun with them in a theme park when possible and things like that. So you'll find a lot of entertaining content on Thrill Seeks here, and I hope everybody will connect with this channel if you haven't already. Oh, Artfully Blind with Diana. That's Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is just talking about being featured because I feature different channels, right? Artfully Blind with Diana has been featured on Tuber Chat as well. I feature a different channel every single day. So let's get Yvonne Fournier's Kitchen up here, and thank you so much. Yes, you're right, Wolf Spirit Productions. YouTube uses a lot of data. It's something to consider when you're live streaming, right? It can start to, if you do an outdoor live streams where you have to use a data plan, you can really start to rack up those bills. So it's something to be careful of. Canada does not have unlimited plans, not real unlimited plans anyway. So it's not quite the same advantage that some other countries might have. Yvonne Fournier's Kitchen has a lot of delicious looking content here. They're an extremely generous and loyal and dedicated supporter, as you can see. They're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support this channel when you get there. And we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. I noticed that Yvonne Fournier's Kitchen, thank you again so much for your super chat. You knocked the life out of our stream boss almost. And I see Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is going in to try to take it over. We'll see if that's going to happen in another second here. Oh, 30 gigs to 120 gigs. Wolf Spirit Productions, I wonder if there's a way for you to lower the quality that you're streaming at, because you, for instance, don't need to be... what the phone is capable of and what the lines are capable of, like your internet connection, even on a data plan, are different. So it's something to consider. You might be able to knock your quality down a little bit. If you're not able to actually stream over 720p, you don't want to be having the phone eat up 1080p or 4K data when you're not actually able to put that on YouTube. So it just sounds a little high to me. I used to go out at least once a week for at least an hour to an hour and a half, and I found that I think 10 to 12 gigs was enough for me to do that many live streams. So I've bumped mine up so that I don't go over, because I expect to do a lot more. But these are considerations everybody has to have. So once again, Yvonne Fournier's Kitchen, thank you so much for your super chat. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, thank you for your super chat as well. You did knock out our stream boss. And so I'm going to put your channel up right now. and we will have a look. This is Sam's Vlogs Trains and More that we're talking about, that was featured a few months ago on November 30th. When you go live, can you go live on a phone? Yes, Nini Hodges, yeah, you can. Even if you don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, you can do it with different apps. Like, for instance, Streamlabs is extremely popular, and there's a couple of others. Prism is popular, and there's others as well. So, yeah, live streaming on the phone can help. Now, if you're indoors and you're streaming from your phone, you certainly can do that. And, you know, you use your Wi-Fi connection if you have one. UK has unlimited internet. You have competition. Yeah, we have a couple of monster companies that just have monopoly. Like, so there's two. It's almost like Coke and Pepsi, right? Why would anybody ever come out with another Coca-Cola or Pepsi type drink? You can't compete with the two monsters, right? Same thing with our cell phone company. So, we'll see what happens over time, but it's always something to consider, is the expense of the data plans and stuff like that, right? Thank you, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, for the kind words. You stream over 720 Fanatic Guide all the time? Yeah, very cool. I did a live stream earlier today on my personal channel, but I was using a different app to use a GoPro, and I was using this app called Live 4, and it only went to 480. I was so upset. I had no idea while it was going on. Greenwell Fishing, thank you so much for your membership. I really appreciate that. And Fish Tank WOT, thanks for coming in. So Greenwell Fishing, what that means is every time I see you in the chat, I will put your channel onto the wheel right away. And for right now, we'll look at your channel before I spin the wheel again, or before we go on break. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has 1,160 subscribers right now. Eventually he'll have 1,600, but hopefully we can push him a little bit farther today, maybe to 1,170 or so, get him moving on the road towards the 1,200 that we know he's thinking about. Greenwell Fishing is officially on the road to 1K. They've got 966 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther as well. Look at this. You want to see, like, nonsense? I know most people in the chat can't see this. Let me show you. If a message is deleted by a moderator, it shows you who deleted the message. But if you're not a moderator, you don't get to see who deleted it. Bautissimo had a message deleted by the Google moderator team robot. How ridiculous is that? You know, of the 4 most popular channels on YouTube, besides PewDiePie and those guys, it has to be Bautissimo and Nightbot, and forgive me while I whine and cry about it, but I shake my head at how many things don't work properly when we're trying to, you know, live stream and be serious and everything here. It's interesting. Oh, yeah, Fanatic Guide, Sprint, T-Mobile. I'm not familiar with that particular merger, but I do know what you mean. So that's interesting. Oh dear. Okay, Emotion just upgraded their membership as well. They've been a member already, but they upgraded to gold. So thank you for that. What that means is that you know, Emotion's been a silver member for a while now. So they have the guaranteed feature that the silver and gold members get with those slides that we see at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And starting tomorrow, I'll make sure that your link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. And then oh yes, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. It's a good idea to feature that 5 years on YouTube video. Wolf Spear Productions hasn't tried live streaming yet. Yeah, if it's something that fits the theme of your channel, then I recommend it for anybody. You can even test live streaming by going private or unlisted and give it a shot before you do anything public if you want, which is interesting. When I look for Emotion, the channel that just upgraded their membership, and thank you one more time, by the way, Greenwell Fishing, I appreciate that very much, and Emotion, thank you so much for the upgrade. I look for Emotion New Soul R&B. This is a, you know, you see this video that comes up right away when I type that in. This is a music channel. We're actually going to raid them in a little under an hour now. We'll raid them in a, right when we're done with Tuber Chat. They've got a premiere, which is right here. Interesting title, but that's okay. And you can see the reminders on, even though we're going to be over there anyway, guaranteed. Sizzle's Diaries, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. It did it again. Yeah, Scratch and PPA. That's silliness. It's because I've probably got Bautissimo dropping links, right? Oh, yes, of course, that's why. So pardon me for a quick second here.
I just did a little.
Yeah, pardon me for that. Let me just catch my place here. So like I said, Emotion, we're going to go and raid afterwards. They have got, like I said, a music channel, and we've been with them before. We've raided them once before for another premiere. So I'm sure that today they're going to have something that everybody can enjoy, of course. Have Cheetah Will View is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And live streaming private, you can, Wolf Spirit Productions. Now, there's obviously a little hook in there that, like, you're not going to be able to share that. So, anything that you put out, unlisted, means that you can share a link, and anybody with that link can see it, right? And in future, if you leave that video up, anybody that gets that link can see it. It's a good way for if you have a video on your channel, like for instance, I did this with my personal channel a while ago. I had a song that really doesn't have anything to do with me, but I put it up on the channel anyway, and it got a lot of views because a blogger picked it up and they put it in a top 10 list or something like that on their blog. I got a couple thousand views off of that. Now, because it doesn't fit the rest of my channel, I don't really want it on there. But I didn't really want to lose the views, and why ruin the person's blog post? So I can just make it unlisted. Now it can stay on those blogs and stuff like that. You'll still continue to get views. You cannot get watch hours for unlisted videos, but you may still gain views and subscribers. So it's interesting to keep it there. And then private means nobody can see it, right? It's possible to share some stuff privately with other creators, but I haven't even gotten into that yet. I don't really see the point when we have unlisted, but that's up to everybody to decide. But you can do a lot of experimenting. And then yes, Classy Cookery, we've seen this before. I went in the chat with Google yesterday with YouTube and tried to complain about it, and you know, they just said there's nothing they could do, so that's fine. Hopefully we're not buffering too badly. I am going to get my backup connection happening in a second there. Forgive me if I'm missing too much in the chat. Vegan Realist, thank you for coming in. I always have a good time hanging out with them on their live streams. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. They're here with us often in Tuber Chat. They always have engaging conversation and lots of engaging panels. And I did just miss a super chat as well. Emotion, thank you so much for that as well. Like I said, this is an extremely generous creator. We see that from Emotion all the time. So absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. So I appreciate that. And you've knocked some life off of our stream boss, Sam Flogs Trains and more. And then... oh, Emotion. Okay, thank goodness that happened, because we're already looking at this channel. I forgot to take him off the wheel. What I'm going to do right now is spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I'm going to take a break. We'll come back, and then we're going to look at the next channel. Fish Tank WOT, yes, absolutely. Everybody hopefully will connect the right way. If you need our instructions, they're in the video description. We always watch a full video. And then the how-to lady is going to be coming up next. All right, hopefully we're back and good to go. Unstable TV, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I see you're saying you're just stopping by for a quick hello, so I appreciate that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. Nini Hodges was just asking about membership. So on channels, there's beside the subscribe button and things like that, you'll find this blue join button, and it describes what's involved in memberships, but they do cost money, and it is a recurring thing. So it's absolutely not necessary. I don't do anything for members that I don't do for anybody else here on Tuber Chat. Everybody has a chance to have their channel exposed and get on the wheel. The only difference is that in the case of Super Chats and memberships, we let them skip the wheel and get onto the skip the line and get onto the wheel of the screen earlier. In the case of silver and gold memberships, they get that guaranteed feature that you just saw, those slides that play at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and the gold members get a link dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot. However, like I said, I make them available because, you know, they're available on YouTube for anybody that, you know, can or wants to support. However, like I said, absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, but please consider it, because I'm certainly never going to solicit anything like that. But if you are going to consider it, just please read everything, make sure you know what's involved. But I will appreciate it. And the other thing too, Super Chats and memberships are not available in every country. So it depends on where people are or what your settings are, you know, at whether you're in a country and you have your settings to a different country and things like that, it may not be possible. So there's a lot to consider. Better Taste Kitchen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And we have instructions in our video description so that you can find out how we're here to support everybody and meet as many friends and family members as you would like. Thank you, Fish Tank WOT, for reminding everybody to share the stream. And Kitty Mom Adventures, thank you for very much for your Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. We're looking at the how-to lady right now. I'm going to get some more names onto the wheel right away. A traditional English blue on St. George's Day. I wonder if I understand what you're saying. I may not. Sam Swogs Trains and More. And then we will look at, I know you say not necessary, but more necessary unnecessaries. Thank you, Kitty Mom Adventures. But I will put your... Oh, did we looked at your channel already? Of course, yes. I'm being silly. I only ever look at a channel once per stream. Yes, Fanatic Guide. Yeah, it's something to consider. It's not available. That's why you'll see a lot of creators do things like they'll have PayPals and Cash Apps and Venmo and Patreon and all kinds of different stuff. There's lots of ways to monetize. You don't have to rely just on ad money and Super Chats and memberships. There's lots of things you can do. I'm also an affiliate, of course, for, you know, not just TubeBuddy, but Amazon, and, you know, likely another couple of things will come up over time. But, yeah. Oh, and thank you very much, Wolf Spirit Productions, for sharing. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. It really does help us get some more people into Tuber Chat. Be surprised to know, but at least 20% of everybody who comes through Tuber Chat on a regular, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday is brand new. Radical Productions. Let's have a look at what you got going on here. The How-To Lady has, and I will add some names to the wheel right this second, I promise. The How-To Lady has 225 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther to 230 or so. There's obviously much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. She's obviously a dynamic host as well. Oh, but you know, yes. So Sam Slogs Trains and More. So on Tuber Chat, yes, I do, right? So I do those slides that are there so that silver and gold members get a guaranteed feature. The gold members get their link dropped. All members get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. right? So that's like kind of the bonus, but I don't have much else that I can do without holding back from everybody else. So that's what I don't want to do that here on Tuber Chat. Everybody can make their own decisions for their own channels, and there's lots to consider for those of you who are not monetized yet or are monetized and haven't set up memberships. There's lots of different ideas that creators have out there. YouTube makes a lot of stuff available, and you'll get a lot of inspiration from other creators even here in the community about what you can do to entice memberships and super chats and things like that. Yeah, Animation, good to see you're still hanging out. What you'll find here in Tuber Chat, especially for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat or brand new today, is that the best success is found in reaching out to other creators and supporting them. Then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. If you wait for people to come to you first, you might find yourself disappointed in the fact that most creators here in Tuber Chat that have been here before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they watch how you interact with everybody else first, so that they can make a pardon me, judgment call as to whether you might be genuine as a connection before they will connect with you. So it's something to think about. Yeah, Animation's still on the wheel. Mark McEwen we haven't seen on the wheel yet. That's going to be our featured channel tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Nini Hodges, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. And Wolf Spirit Productions. And what did I miss? It's St. George's Day. Tuber Chat asking if you make yourself a cup of... Oh, I don't know what St. George's Day is. I've got to learn about that. That's something that... either isn't common around me or I just happen to not know about. And then thank you 345 Barry, and thank you Fish Tank for the share. And forgive me, what did I miss from Fanatic Guide? Oh, forgive me. Super chats weren't available. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of things, I wish I could give more information. Not that, I learn every day. And I have other creators that reach out to me and we share information, and stuff like that. I wish we could all share our information and talk more about things that will really be helpful and like real behind the scenes information about Tuber Chat. But basically what we do is, because we live stream so much, we just touch on things when it comes up. So when that came up, we talk about Super Chats and memberships, monetization and this and that. Sometimes we talk about analytics. Sometimes we talk about different things. Pardon me. But it changes all the time. It's based on what everybody wants to talk about while we're here, right? A British celebration about somebody named St. George. I got to learn about that. I'll bet you that, we have things around here that are dedicated to the same person that you're talking about. However, I just don't happen to know. We've got a lot of St. George stuff around here. Wolf Spirit Productions has got 21 subscribers. So one of the things we know is that any channels under 100 are getting hit the hardest by the YouTube algorithm when it comes to losing subscribers and, playing games with watch time and thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. So, hopefully everybody's always doing everything they can while they're supporting each other anyway. One of the things you can do, and I like to do this for any creators, especially under 100, is leave a comment on their discussion tab. This gives the algorithm an extra push to let them know that you really meant to connect with them. Please don't take my subscription away. I want to be subscribed to this person. And hopefully that helps. My computer's acting a little bit silly today. I don't know what that is about. Hopefully we're going to hold this all together. I haven't put our moderators on the wheel yet. I will do that actually right now. House of X Entertainment, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. We looked at your channel earlier. Of course, the Duffus family channel's in the house. Good to see you here. Team Goodman's still with us. You're still on the wheel too, along with 345 Barry. And let us Learn today, you should always turn on the bell, help you not to lose connection, Spotless Com. So now that's something that I started to say a while ago here in Tuber Chat, but that's just based on the idea of doing as much as we possibly can for each other, right? Not that that information came from anywhere specific. I used to not put the bell on for every creator because you can imagine how the notifications go like just, out of control. But I do. Now I do, and I have for quite some time. Many months now. So you'll see every creator that I put on the screen, I put their bell on absolutely. Even if I connect outside in other live streams, I put that bell on for everybody. Where is Yaw Animation now? There you are. I just want to make sure I've got the right channel here. So this is a new connection for Tuber Chat. Now I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do, I see you've only got one video so far, but that's okay. I'm going to add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. And I will give you a thumbs up. Of course, subscribe. I will turn your bell on like we're talking about that I do for all creators. And then hopefully our connection will stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I'll have to learn more about that. Nini Hodges is coming up right now, so let's have a look at this channel and see what they have got going on for us today. They've got 217 subscribers, so hopefully we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 220 or so, and a little bit closer on the road to the 300 that they're thinking about. Rose Kitchen, sorry I didn't see you come in, but thank you for coming and visiting. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as anybody, if you have mentioned something like a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience. Put 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, and hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier. Okay, thank you so much, Unstable TV. And the How-To Lady, thank you so much for asking what inspired me to create Tuber Chat. So about a year and a half ago, well, a little bit longer now, I was introduced to a few creators. I'd already been on YouTube for a couple years running channels for other people. And then I was introduced to what we call the small YouTuber community. We only use those words because they're so popular. It's not that anybody wants to be considered a small YouTuber, right? But I was introduced to a few people like the Hoops Family Network, Vern's Junk Closet, and a few others. And I couldn't believe how generous everybody was in that they literally wanted to help. They didn't, people don't look at it as competition. They look at it as, here, let me help you. Come with me. I've got great people that will subscribe to your channel and support you. And some of those people are still with me today. Vern's Junk Closet is one of the first. She will still be, she will be with me again next week on episode 200 for a special discussion between the two of us, a different kind of live stream here. And the Hoops Family Network, Amanda, is somebody who was right at the start of what I'm talking about, and she's still with us today as a moderator often. Simona Watson, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So the idea was, I saw a lot of these other growth streams, and I said, okay, I'm just going to start another growth stream, but I'm going to focus very much on relationships, and knowing that that is going to be the key. I've been an online marketing guy for 25 or 30 years, whatever it is now. pardon me, I'm having a rough time today. And so, because of the generosity that I saw in people, I knew that a growth stream like this could be built. And if we focus on relationships, it would turn out, similarly to the way that it is now. So hopefully everybody enjoys the friends and true family that we talk about here. Cassidy, Amy, 21, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Speaking of, creators that I'm talking about in inspiring tuber chat, House of X Entertainment Inc. It's me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, it's your boy Leo. They have been with me that long as well. They are two of the creators that I was introduced to that inspired this idea. But thank you again for asking. Sparkle's Hope Chest is still here, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. That's our featured channel for today. Teacher Z, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Is that a new channel for tuber chat, or did you change your name? Or am I mistaken about how we connected? Good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And what we're looking at right now is Scratch and Pete. This is a dedicated moderator for us. This is one of the most supportive creators that I've ever met on all of YouTube. And we're lucky to have them as a moderator. They're always here with us. They've got 439 subscribers right now, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards their 500 that they're thinking about. They'll be halfway on the road to the magical 1K. And then, and forgive me, Teacher Z, I thought I just recognized your channel name, but that's okay. You're brand new to Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And if you read our video description, you'll find out exactly how you can connect with lots of friends and family members here. And then, yes, thank you, the How-To Lady. It's absolutely the truth that I was inspired by the generosity of others. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of other growth streams, lots of places where everybody can meet, friends and family members. And, each one is run a little bit differently based on the host, right? And I just wanted to do one that was very much based on relationships. And there's a lot of great ones out there, so you can continue to grow your channel even when Tuber Chat's not live streaming. But, hopefully you enjoy your time here and get a lot of value out of it. That's the hope. So Scratch and PPA has an interactive series on their channel. Every Tuesday, they premiere a new video, hopefully, and they allow you to vote on the content for next week's video. And the way that that's done is by following them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you'll notice when you visit Scratch and PPA, I mean, everybody should be following all of our moderators anyway, in my opinion. But Scratch and PPA is an extremely supportive creator. And what you'll find is that when you make it into one of his premieres, you will find the chat flying as fast as it does here in Tuber Chat, maybe even faster. Scratch and PPA has premieres that rival the chat and activity of creators with 5 times as many subscribers. And you'll see that for yourself because he is so unbelievably supportive. Somebody who believes wholeheartedly in giving much more than expecting to receive. And then thank you, Simone. Yes, if everybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream. I'll appreciate it greatly. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It's very quick, and like I said, it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. If you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that as well. Yeah, other than that, looks like we're doing okay. Looks like everybody's meeting new friends and family members. Team Goodman is here, 688 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. We'd love to get them past 690. They're going to be very, very close to 700, and that 1,000 is going to be looking very real on the horizon for sure. I will get another couple of channels onto the wheel here. I'm going to start moving a bit faster through channels now. We have a raid coming up in about 25 minutes. We're going to go and see Emotion for another music video. It looks like something a little bit different actually when I looked at the title of it. Might be more than one song, but we'll find out when we get there. I'm looking forward to it. Antoinette at Fun, good to see you here. Let me, we didn't look at your channel yet, did we? And let me see what I can do about adding a few more names to the wheel. Fish Tank WOT, of course, yes. And Spotless Calm, who I was hanging out with earlier today. Sure's Makeup and More. And winners happen. Again, for anybody that's, not been to Tuber Chat too often or is brand new to Tuber Chat, what happens here is I have a robot that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here. It has a calculation for how much you're interacting with people in the chat as well. So when I need names for the wheel, which I just did, then I look over at the list and I grab them from there and it gives me an order to put them in. So Fish Tank World of Tanks is coming up right now. Hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel. So they've crossed their 1,000. They're already halfway to 1,100 right now with about 1,050 or so. Hopefully everybody will push them a little bit farther. We'd love to get them to 1,055 or even 1,060 today if we can, and get them a little bit closer on the road to the 1,100 like I said that they're looking for. Oh, Emotion is reaching out to talk about featuring channels on the front page. I'll have to find a channel that does that to describe what I'm talking about. But when you go to Emotion, you'll see that they've got featured channels on their front page, as a lot of creators do, and they're willing to do that with other creators. So anybody's able to do that as well. And if you're willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We're going to look at Winners Happen right now. 21 new notifications in an hour. Yes, you should see, lots of, hopefully everybody's putting on bells for everybody now, but I literally get a lot of notifications. I have the bell on for every creator. It's not just having the bell on, but having notifications enabled as well. Moz6510 Models just sent me a message about, like connections that YouTube tends to take away twice already. I think it's twice, if not 3 times. But let's say twice, the benefit of the doubt, right? Kristen, my girlfriend, who's in the chat as a member and a moderator, has been in almost every live stream for the last 200 episodes, has twice, if not 3 times, woken up one day and found herself not to be subscribed to Tuber Chat or my personal channel, which is ridiculous. We've been not only dating, but living together for 5 years now. So, it's very silly. So you got to remember, when YouTube plays these games with our subscribers, it's not people doing it, it's YouTube doing it. We just have to do as much as we can. Still, sometimes that's not enough. So you want to go back over some of your connections and connect them. But that's an interesting story. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay here in the chat. We're looking at Winners Happen. So 264 subscribers. Now, I've got to get to know this channel a little bit better because they're relatively new to Tuber Chat. But hopefully everybody will connect with them. With 264 subscribers, we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 270 today, and get them rolling towards the 300 that we know that they're thinking about. Rose Kitchen is still doing good. Very good. And yes, if anybody is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. So we're looking at, anyone can download the music. Yes, Spotless Calm. So here's the thing. So I make the music available. All of the stuff that I have is published, right? So I own that stuff. It's ghost produced music, right? I went to a ghost production site, got it produced. I used to be a DJ, not that that matters, but let's just assume I have a clue, right? And so I published it everywhere. So it's on Spotify, Deezer, Apple, Amazon, everywhere. And I make it available so you can use it in many different ways, right? What we're talking about is our copyright-free music channel now that is experimental, but I've just started. So it's going okay so far. And you know, the music can be purchased from Amazon or iTunes or other places where people buy music. Or you know, if you already pay for Spotify, it's all there, and you can make a playlist. And you know, I should probably do that too, and have that available. So if you're doing a live stream and you just need something to run, you can even just run the YouTube channel and let a playlist go in another window, and know that it's safe. There's no lyrics, so you're not talking over somebody singing, and it's all copyright free. Or if you know how to steal it, just go ahead and steal it. It's mine anyway, like, so it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, that's whatever's the easiest way for you to get your hands on it, then go ahead. I do make it available for purchase. It's, you know, another way to monetize, let's just say, and hopefully that channel works out in this and that, but anybody can use it. The A-Team, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And the link for that copyright-free music channel is on our front page, and it's dropped in the chat here occasionally if the Google moderator nonsense doesn't knock it out. Mark McEwen is going to be our featured channel for tomorrow. So this creator has 34 subscribers. They are a loyal and dedicated supporter, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'll have an even better look at their channel tomorrow. But one of the things we can do for anybody under 100, or even 1,000 for that matter, is leave a comment here on their discussion tab, as well as on the video you watch and things like that. And that gives a little bit more of a punch to the algorithm to let them know that you really wanted to connect to this creator. Georgia Bulldogs, thank you for coming in. Always good to see you. Georgia Bulldogs is a creator that's been with Tuber Chat for almost a year now. The 1-year anniversary is coming up on Friday next week. Antoinette at Fun is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. And we've seen this channel recently featured here on Tuber Chat as well. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. Yes, Mark McEwen does have some interesting content. Hopefully everybody will enjoy it when you're over there. And I'm just looking in our I should refresh my pages before I do anything. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel. I gotta start moving quickly because in 15 minutes we're going to raid Emotion, and we're going to see what they've got going on for us for a premiere. We're gonna look at Fanatic Guide right now. This is another creator who spreads quite a bit of positivity through the chat, which I appreciate. They've been recently featured on Tuber Chat. They got about 2,160 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. Maybe we can even get them to 2,170 or so, and a little bit closer to the 2,200 that they're looking towards. I'm just looking at my list so I can add some more names to the wheel. And like I said, we're going to move faster. Phasio to Phase King, good to see you in the house. Chen Chen Official, good to see you here. Today's featured channel is Sparkle's Hope Chest, by the way, if anybody hasn't already connected with that channel. And like I said, I always feature channels every single day based on impact and or generosity, or both, that I see within the community. What that does is gives you well over 150 opportunities to meet generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, even when Tuber Chat is not live streaming. Fearless Meadows, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then, oh dear, Georgia Bulldogs, I hope your wrist is okay. I hope you're doing what you need to rest. Sounds like you are. And Fanatic Guide, hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Let's get to another channel. I really am going to add some more names. I just had to refresh a page over here so I can get an accurate look at my list. 345 berries coming up right now. Ironically, this is going to be our featured channel for Sunday, so we'll get a better look at this channel in a couple of days as well, but we see them often because they're here with us. 203 subscribers, so they've got the 200 nice and locked in by the look of it. Hopefully we can get them a few more just to make sure and get them rolling towards the 300. We know they should be thinking about. Cooking with Miss Brown is our featured channel for Monday. Let's get that channel. Oh, I didn't mean to go so fast. I meant to put Cooking with Miss Brown on our wheel. We'll look at that channel a little bit better when the wheel comes up. Right now we're looking at 345 Barry. This actually is another creator who I run into in other people's live streams. They are an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter. As a matter of fact, one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen like this is that, you know, I tell the different stories about these channels and give you an idea of the loyal and dedicated supporters that we have here. Teacher Z is coming up. TWT TV. Where did Mo 6510 models go? I can't tell if they're in the chat or not. Okay, I got to start rifling through channels. So let's move. TWT TV, look at your luck. It took all this time for me to put you on the wheel, but when you finally got on the wheel, you came up right away. TWT TV has 2 channels, as a matter of fact. They have Lil Red and Bunny Tracks, which includes music videos from the same creators behind TWT TV, and hopefully everybody will connect with them here. Now, we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking for. Oracles and Beyond, good to see you here. Cassie, thank you so much for coming in. I always enjoy hanging out with her on our live streams. You know, it seems to be not as often as I would like, but she's a dynamic host and has a very loyal and dedicated community around her as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'll look at Lil Red and Bunny Tracks probably the next time that you're up here. Actually, I'll click it. I can click it fast. And then I'll move on to the next channel. This is the second channel from TWT TV, so hopefully everybody will connect with them on both channels. We're going to look at Teacher Z now, who's a brand new connection for Tuber Chat. So I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, if I can find something. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, but in this case, I will take one of these 30-minute ones, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and hopefully that will make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now we're going to have a look at Cooking with Miss Brown. This is a channel that comes to us with creator that comes to us with 2 channels as well. Cooking with Miss Brown and Miss Brown's Family, which is right here. We'll have a look at that quickly in a second. They're going to be our featured channel for Monday. With 1,490 subscribers, they're getting very, very close to 1,500. They will be halfway on the road to 2K. So hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. They're here with us all the time. You know, that's a loyal and dedicated supporter. And they do the featured channels collaboration, which I talk about all the time. When you feature channels on your front page like that, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So it's something that I recommend. It's a great way to trade favors. And you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So let's get to our next channel. Sure's Makeup and More is coming up with 344 subscribers. This is a new connection for Tuber Chat again as well. So I'm going to look for hopefully a 10-minute video if you have one. If not, I will take this 5-minute one, this 5-minute one, and this 5-minute one. And I've added those into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch those videos in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of at least one of them, and then I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and that will allow that will hopefully make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I have got to do a couple of things at the same time here. Kira Welton is in the chat. This is Kristen Welton's daughter, which makes her my BFF forever. She's always here in the chat as a moderator. Now, she's been very busy with school, but doing well, so that's great. But hopefully we'll get her back to posting some videos regularly soon. But she's got a lot of variety on her channel. She's got 358 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can push her over 360 and a little bit closer on the road to the 400 that we know she'll be thinking about. And in about 10 minutes from now, we're going to raid Emotion for a premiere that they've got coming up. I will get the link for that shortly. But we will get through another few channels. Oh, there's Mo6510 models. Spotless Com is coming up right now. I was hanging out with them earlier today. They have got live streams happening most of the time. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. You can see they do these long 8-hour streams, so there's almost always something there to see if you're looking for something to watch. Building Vibes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We've got Mo6510 models and Chen Chen Official on the wheel now. I'm just spinning to see who we're going to get to between the two of them. And I will get the Duffus Family channel on there in a second. Mo6510 models is coming up right now. This is another generous creator who enjoys sharing information for everybody's benefit throughout the community. They've got over 7,000 subscribers, so you can tell that there's much to be learned from as well as entertained and inspired by on this channel. But everybody has positive things to say about Mo6510 models. They're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them when you get there. We're going to look at Better Taste Kitchen. And Chen Chen Official. I'm just going to spin. I'm being a little bit quick, but we've got to rifle through a few more channels. And then we've got another raid to do. Better Taste Kitchen is coming up. So this, I think, is a new connection for Tuber Chat. Yes. So what I'm going to, and it's my pleasure, forgive me, I'm rifling through channels right now, but it's just because we're in the second half of the live stream. Better Taste Kitchen has a premiere coming up. When's that? 7 p.m., so 2 hours from now. Everybody will have something brand new to watch over there. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take this 10-minute video, add it into my watch later list, and then again, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch that video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bells on. Turn your notification bell on. And hopefully that will make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're connected to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Google moderator team is still knocking out all the Bautissimo stuff. That's interesting. Probably because it's links. Miss Beauty K Kitchen, thank you so much for the super chat. See, I've got Bautissimo set up that every time somebody does that, it drops a link for them. And unfortunately, that's not working today. Oh, Spotless.com will get to featuring channels at some point, yes. Miss Beauty Kitchen, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. John H. Shelton is in the house. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And we're going to spin. Miss Beauty K Kitchen has 1,280 or so subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. We want to get them a little bit closer to the 1,300 that we know that they're thinking about. Oh, the A-team's still in the house. Let's get the A-team on the wheel. We're going to look at Chen Chen Official right now. And one more time, Miss Beauty K Kitchen, thank you so much for the super chat. Chen Official is here right now with 416 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them over 420 today, maybe close to it anyway, and get them rolling a little bit closer to the 500 that we know that they're thinking about. Fish Tank WOT is still in the house. John H. Shelton, that's a dear friend of Tuber Chat. And hopefully everybody will connect with Chen Official if you haven't already. They're usually here in the chat with us almost every day. We're going to look at oracles and beyond. This is Cassie. You hear me mention her by name when she comes into the chat. I've been lucky enough to be on her live streams many times. She is a generous creator that always makes everybody feel welcome. She's got a loyal and dedicated community around her with 1,200 subscribers. She's doing just fantastically. Hopefully everybody will get a chance to hang out with her. I try to make it there when I can. I did, I guess, well, this says a week ago, so it's longer than I thought already again. But Oracles and Beyond has been a connection for me for quite some time. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here quickly. Simona Watson, I'm going to get your channel up in another moment onto the wheel. And that is going to have to be our last channel for today because we've got to get moving on to a premiere that's coming up. John H. Shelton, like I said, is a dear friend of Tuber Chat. This is a generous creator. He's actually got a couple of channels, but hopefully everybody will connect with them. With 818 subscribers, we can hopefully push them over 820 right now. I'm going to leave our chat running for a few more minutes, literally until that premiere starts. Let me get the link, and we will raid. If the Google moderator nonsense doesn't take my message out of the chat. JX Don Vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Simona Watson, let's look at your channel and see what you got going on for us today. 900 subscribers, very cool for a brand new connection for Tuber Chat. We'd love to get her a few more so that she doesn't slip back below that 900, right, if YouTube decides to play games. Let me get to a video. I'm going to take this 12-minute one, add this into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I've added that to my watch later list. After the stream today, I'll go through that list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content, of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, of course, as I do for all creators. That will hopefully make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I just gotta copy and paste a channel here. The A-Team is too popular of a name for me to get very quickly, but I've got that go-to channel extension working, so I'm able to get that going. And let's see what they got going on for us today. The A-Team is fully monetized. This is a new, I'm surprised. I thought we were already connected, but maybe this is the first time I'm having your channel on the screen. Is that right? So again, I'll take your latest video. Actually, I want to see this beach. I like beach. And I'll add that into my watch later list. And again, I'll watch that video in full in the next 24 hours. And then I will give you a thumbs up. I'll subscribe. I'll leave a meaningful comment for you, and I'll turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. And then hopefully that will make our connection stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. So thank you everybody. Forgive my quick exit. I'm going to drop our link one more time. We're going to go over and raid emotion. Please say Tuber Chat raid when you get there. And we will see everybody again tomorrow a little bit earlier than today. Mommy on deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if we were connected then. I know you as the A-Team. I'm sure of it. Like, I feel like I recognize your channel, maybe from supporting others or from coming through here in Tuber Chat. But that's okay. We'll be connected now. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Please hit this link, head over to Emotion and mention Tuber Chat Raid. We'll watch a premiere from them. And thank you so much, Walking the Spirit Zone. Let me just whip this up here. That's a channel that's been in the chat for a little while. And that has to be our last channel. So thank you, everybody, and we'll get back to it tomorrow. Don't forget, next week we got an action-packed week. The live streams are already scheduled, so you can look at our front page and get reminded. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you over in a few minutes with Emotion.